You know, things can be stressful in life sometimes, and I'm here to tell you a story of how I dislocated my literal arm. Only one of my arms. The other arm was fine and the legs, but that arm, I needed to get surgery to fix the arm. And now I had a bandage over it, and I still have this bandage to today. Also, do you like my new outfit? I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it for my profile picture soon. Anyways, let's get on with the story. Alright, so this takes place when I was around 8 or 9. And at that time, I had a pretty small brain, so I had a little random brain in my head. And I only knew about 13 things. Well, the other millions of things I clearly did not know. So there were only 13 things I knew. I'm gonna tell you about two of them. One, I didn't know that I could hurt my hand and get it dislocated. And two, I loved to pull over. I used trees as a climbing bar. What? That's like the littlest brain ever. Now let's just get on with the story. Okay, so the year was 2009. Yes, it was. This actually took place 2 days before New Year's 2010. Yep, you heard me right. 2 years before 2010. So it was around 2009 when this story takes place. So let's travel all the way back to 2009 to start the story. So I was just chatting with my friend, talking about how good 2010 might be. Because it was 2 days before 2010. It was still 2009. Okay, now let's get on the story. So I was talking to a girl that we're going to call Elena. And Elena was a pretty good friend of mine at the time. So we were just talking about how good school might be in 2010. We even thought flying cars might exist in 2010. But that might never happen because YouTube exists. Yes, YouTube exists. So we were talking about when my new videos appear, and there was one random topic that came into my mind. Videos of a place where a kid can be a kid. And I just thought of a place where a kid can be a kid. And I didn't even notice until once I got home. And once I got home, I was thinking about if this place was a real place, and I was thinking about the place where a kid can be a kid. Yeah, the place where a kid can be a kid. And I was thinking that it might not happen in 2010. Well, videos appeared of Chuck E. Cheese, the place where a kid can be a kid, in 2010. I don't know why, but there is one video that's pretty weird. It's a recording of someone at the place where a kid can be a kid, and the quality of the video is really bad. It's kind of awful. It's I can't even show you. I might get copyright, but I'll leave the video in the description if you want to see the weird randomness, bad quality of voicing video. Well, this next one actually kind of takes place around early 2010, so which was 3 days, so somewhere around January of 2010. Okay, so I was just looking on my phone until I found something that was unexpected. It caught my eye, and I saw a random mouse. I wanted to click this video, and it was literally just him kicking and punching for the most of the video, and it was in my mind, I said, what? Does this video, what? Is this all the video? This is the worst video. This is the worst video I've ever seen in my whole life. What is this meant to mean? Does this mean he's secretly evil? Oh no, I definitely cannot. I have to get revenge. What is this? Are you kidding me? I didn't have an account back then, so I didn't really know what YouTube was, but I just randomly clicked on the video for absolutely no reason. I just wanted to see what this video was about, and it was just a fighting thing. I don't know why, but a random camera getting in the mouse. What? It was like big. What? I'll leave that also in the link of the description if you really want to see something kind of violating, I guess. Well, now since we got topicked enough about what happened to my little random 9-year-old brain, now we're going to start with the actual topic of how I dislocated my freaking arm. And this was the first time I went to the place, the place where a kid can be a kid. I can't even do this. Okay, so the place where a kid can be a kid in 2011. I can't even explain just what happened, but I basically kind of met the big mouse, and it kind of dislocated my arm. Oof. I don't want to go back there. Oh, yeah, I went back there for the first time in a long time, just recently. April 12th of 2025, I don't know why, but I literally just went there again. I can't even explain, but I technically got to see the new look. It was pretty weird, but I kind of got to see a little look of it, and I really wanted to meet him. I just wanted to see this, if it was the same or different, and it was different, and it's pretty awful. Okay, now let's get on with the 2011 story of how I dislocated my arm with Big Mouse Guy. I'm just going to call him Big Mouse Guy for the rest of the video. Then, after a little traveling throughout this location, I literally got to see my man. I literally just randomly encountered Big Mouse Guy like he was some random Pokemon or something, and I just wanted to test this theory. What would happen if I actually got like at least a little bit close to him? And then once I got a little closer to Big Mouse Guy, I think that's his name. Once I got closer to him, he randomly started doing his Rojo fighting moves at me. I literally had to bend down until I realized he kind of dislocated my arm. And I don't know how, but he literally dislocated my arm in one of his punches. Are you okay, mister? Like, bruh, this is not the right type. Is this the cursed version of Chuck E. Cheese? I mean, Big Mouse Guy. Why did I have to say that? Oh my gosh. Now I'm gonna get copyrighted and this video will be taken down. No. I mean, Big Mouse Guy. Why would Big Mouse Guy do that? That's crazy. Okay, now, moral of the story. Never, ever encounter Big Mouse Guy and then just randomly start kicking and going too close. Otherwise, you could apparently dislocate your arm. He can apparently just randomly starting kicking and punching you in the face for absolutely no reason. I don't know why, but I don't know how crazy he's been going, but I really want to do an interview with him soon. You know, Big Mouse Guy, I think it's a little time to go to the hospital and see what's going on with you. Why did you randomly start kicking and punching a camera out in the wild that's literally in a building called where a kid can be a kid? I can't even explain how, but yeah, bye.